Hi guys, welcome back to Train Simulator 2016. We're in career mode and today we're going to go to Bonnie, Scotland. So we're going to look at the Edinburgh to Glasgow route. They're all same sort of length, 54-55 minutes, all 3 yellows on the difficulty. So we'll take the first one, express service from Glasgow Queen Street to Edinburgh Waverley. So express service suggests we won't be stopping at all the stations. So here we are. So let's open the doors here. I can only imagine we need to let passengers on here. So it was a long train. So there's no short platforms, so we'll be struggling with that. So we'll look at our task list. What have we got? Total of 6 stops, so we're not stopping quite a lot of stations. So you're rostered to drive at 10:15. Okay, it's now 10:12:30 odd, so we've got a couple and a half minutes yet. Express service from Glasgow Queen Street platform 6 to Edinburgh Waverley. The timetabled passenger stops are Falkirk High, Polmont, Linlithgow and Haymarket. The train is formed from 2 3-class 174 units. Remember to stop at the correct platform positions to ensure all coaches are within the platform limits. Open the train doors. Now we've done that, it's fine. And remember to wait until 10:15 to depart. So, yeah, fitting this thing on some of the platforms sounds like it might be a problem. Okay, so we'll put the lights on and we'll stick the wipers on. There's a train going out in front of us. Let's hope he's not a slow stopper, because we've got to follow him and he's stopping at every station, we're going to catch up with him. So we'll have signal problems. We'll have lots of yellow and red signals if that's the case, but it's red at the moment because he's in that next block. One would assume it will go yellow once he clears that block, and then hopefully we can start off. So signalling basically works on the theory of blocks. So if there's nothing in the next 3 blocks, then you get a green signal. You could get a double yellow, which means that then there's a yellow and a red. Or you get a single yellow, which means the next one is red. So most of the scenarios we've been driving have had green signals nearly all the way. So we could be going to get something different here, which could be why it's 3 on the yellows for difficulty. No, we haven't got an internal view on this one, so we can't have a look and see what passengers are on board. But so we're leaving Glasgow and heading for Edinburgh. So Edinburgh's the capital of Scotland. Glasgow and Edinburgh, I guess, are the 2 biggest cities in Scotland. So that's just cleared now, so we have a yellow signal now. Okay, train ready to set off at 10:15. Which it now is. And there's the guard going boop, telling us to go. So Falkirk High is 21 miles away, nearly 22 miles. And we're in a 15-mile-an-hour limit. There's a 30 and then 15 again, so I'm probably not going to worry about going above 15, to be honest, initially. Getting a lot of noise from the wheels on the tracks. So maybe we're going to cross over here, are we? Yep, we are. We're going over to the left-hand track. We're going to be careful about the rate at which we accelerate. Don't want to go straight up to 100%, because if it is raining and tracks are wet, we can end up with wheel slip and lose lots of points, and drive quality penalties and all that stuff. So we'll try and... Right, we're in a 30 now. I assume we're okay to go a bit faster. We've cleared that other 15, I think, so we'll try and... We're going uphill, very much uphill, 1 in 60, so we're not going to pick up speed terribly quickly. So let's try going up to 100 and see if we can get up this hill. Cowlairs Incline Upline, it says it is. Definitely an incline, I can vouch for that. So there's a warning, we've got a double yellow by the look of it. Okay, so we've got a double yellow there. So if the next one's single yellow, we could then potentially have red immediately after that. So we're getting near 30 mile an hour now, but we're actually approaching a 40 mile an hour limit, which won't take effect till the back of the train goes through, so we need to be careful we don't exceed 30. It's the sun out. Okay, acknowledge that. Single yellow, so I think we better be a bit careful here. Let's just zoom in. Oh, red, yes, we've got a red signal in front of us, so I think we are following. Now hang on, let's just change to yellow. I think we're following that train that just pulled out in front of us. Let's hope it's going a different route somewhere, or if he is stopping everywhere, let's hope we can get past him somewhere. So there's blue sky in front of us, so I'm hoping this rain's going to stop. Okay, so this signal's changed to yellow, so we can keep going. Well, it looks like the rain has stopped, so I'll turn the wipers off for a while. If it starts again, we'll put them back on. Let's try and get a bit more speed. Get up this hill. Looks like it's levelling out fairly soon. We're going to have to keep an eye on these signals, because I think we could be coming across some red signals if we are following that guy. At the next one. Oh no, this one's yellow by the look of it. But again, the one after that could be red, so we have to be a bit careful about this by the look of things. Again, warning there because this signal is yellow. Anything but green will get you that warning you need to acknowledge. If you don't, emergency brakes come on, you roll to a halt and you lose loads and loads of points and a lot of time. So I'm being a bit cautious about our speed. Now that looks like that's our next signal down there, and that's red. So I'm definitely not going to be trying to accelerate much. We've got a whistle board here. That signal's now gone yellow, so I think we are following that train, because it seems like there's something going through the block in front all the time. So I guess we're following him. I think there's potential the next signal... I can't see a signal on this line as yet, so I can't tell if we're coming up on a red or if we're going to be okay in terms of where he's gone. Well, that does look red to me. Is that our line? No, I don't think it is. I think that's the line at the side there. So can't tell yet. Oh no, we've got yellow signal, so let's get a bit more speed. We are, according to the ETA, going to be early at the moment. I'm not sure that will be the case if we have to keep slowing down for these signals. Let's hope this guy in front goes somewhere else. Maybe there's a branch line that goes off that he'll take. So we have another yellow by the look of things. It's funny, on the other scenarios there will be like green, green, green all the way. Now it's like O for a green signal. But not to worry, if that's the scenario, that's the scenario. We can't do anything about it. We've just got to do the best to... Now we're coming up on Bishop Briggs, but we're not stopping there. Our first stop is Falkirk High in about 19 miles. So we don't need to stop at this station. I wonder if he hasn't pulled off to a different line. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Yellow signal ahead again. Suggests he's still up there in front of us. Please go somewhere else, mate. Do us a favour. Red signal down there. Let's start slowing down. Oh no, it's gone yellow. It's gone yellow. He is obviously sort of one block ahead of us. That's what's going on. We ideally need him to take a branch line and go somewhere else, or stop in a station where we can get past him. Because we are an express service, so we're not stopping everywhere, which he might be. Could be a slow train, I don't know. Didn't say in the description we were following a slower train, but don't tell you everything, I guess. Make it too easy. So, okay, so what's going on? We're on a single yellow there. I can't see the next signal as yet. Well, it doesn't look like it's very far away, so we need to be a bit cautious here. Come on, signal, where are you? I really need to be able to see whether you're yellow or red. We got a green signal, guys? I think we have. My word. Right, well in that case, let's try and pick up some speed and get some time back. Maybe he has gone off somewhere on a branch line or something. Yay, green signal, yippee! So that means we're alright for at least a couple of blocks, 3 blocks, because the next signal could be 2 yellow, the one after that 1 yellow, the next one red. So we've got at least 3 blocks where we know we're not going to have to stop. We're in a 100-mile-an-hour limit, so I'm trying to get a bit of a wiggle on and see if we can get some speed up now. Maybe he went off here. Maybe that's where he's gone. Maybe we'll pass him. This could be a slow stopping service. I imagine that has to be a possibility. So, this is a 100-mile-an-hour limit, so we can leave ourselves accelerating quite nicely for now. Can't hear anything from that sensor, but the next signal is green, and maybe that's him there. Do you think that's him that just came out of that? I think it probably is. So, it looks like he has indeed gone off on a siding and stopped there to let us through. Once we're gone through, he'll probably continue along behind us. Obviously he'll have to wait till we clear a block so that his signal can change from red, and then he'll be on his way. So that's a bit of a result. We've got some green signals now, so we can get moving a bit. So there you go. So Falkirk High is now 16 miles away. So let's see if we can get there. So the rain appears to have stopped. Some broken cloud and blue sky. No guarantee that will last the whole route, but we'll see. We've got another green signal coming up, so this is a bit of a result. So, we're coming up on 90 mile an hour now. First time we've been able to achieve anything like that in terms of speed. So, let's have a little look at the scenery very quickly. Very pretty area. Noticed a red signal there, that went red as we went through it, because green for us, and then of course as soon as we go through it goes red, so nothing can come in the block behind us. So now we're coming up on another green. We're now 14 miles from Falkirk High. We're getting close to the 100-mile-an-hour limit. It does look like we're going to be early at the moment, so we don't need to worry too much about being too aggressive Scottish scenery. So for anybody who's not from the UK, Scotland is basically the top bit, furthest north. It's pretty rough weather up there. They've had some rough weather recently with storms and flooding and such like. An area that tends to get more snow than the southern half of the country, especially on the high ground, the highlands and so on. We're getting a bit of rain hitting the windscreen again, so I'm going to put our wipers on just so I can see what on earth I'm doing. So I still think we're going to be early, so assuming nothing happens to delay us between now and Falkirk. Red signal's on that left line, so we're okay. We've still got green, as you can tell from that tone. But yeah, it has started raining again, but there's blue sky overhead, so it's... Whoop, we're speeding. Typical British weather, blue sky and rain. So let's get back. We didn't lose too many points there. Too busy looking at the weather. We're going uphill slightly again. Looks like we're coming to a downhill section, so we'll have to be a bit careful. We don't pick up a load of speed once we get on the downhill bit. Very easy then to tick over the speed limit and end up with losing points for speeding. Something about the scenery is very pretty up here. So we're under 10 miles now to Falkirk. Can't say I know Scotland terribly well. I've been up to Edinburgh area before, but Falkirk area I definitely don't know. It's good that we got past that obviously slower train, because now we're doing alright, I think. It does suggest we're still going to be early according to the ETA, so I'm not going to worry too much about speed. If we can stick it somewhere around the 100 limit, I'll be happy. Don't need to push it by any means. Amazing that we're still getting this rain and yet it's blue sky above. It's fairly light rain, so it's probably not going to be too much of a problem, hopefully. Of course, all the rain and snow they do get up this way, all that moisture, very green, a lot of greenery. You can see lots of green. So if you've got very sunburned, parched areas, you don't see that green. Hello there. So he's on his way into Glasgow probably. We're still on green signals. And we are getting close, 7 miles out now. 7 miles out doing around 100 miles an hour, so we need to make sure we slow down reasonable time. I guess we're going to have to go to the far end of all the station platforms, given the length of our train. If we have a look back, you can see it's the shortest train in the world. It's not the longest train in the world, I must say, but probably long enough that you need to be at the far end of the platforms if you want to fit on. To about 5 miles out, 5.5 miles out now to the bridge. We're sticking with green lights now, so things have improved considerably since we got past that slower train. It's good to have some, yellows and reds, so it's a bit more of a challenge, certainly. once the brakes come on, you lose loads of points. And the train has to roll to a stop, you have to reset, get going again, you lose lots of time, and that will really ruin your scenario. To get over the speed limit and losing 8 or 10 points really is nothing compared to ending up with emergency brakes and all that because you didn't acknowledge the GPWS train protection warning system. Try turning the wipers off. It's hardly raining now, so we'll look at that. The wipers off for a while. I'm basically letting the train slow down a little bit now as we are getting nearer to Falkirk, so I'll let it coast, and we're also on a downhill stretch now. There's the Falkirk way station coming up. Just apply a little bit of brake. As we are going downhill, we're going to have to put the brakes on a bit to get the train slowing down. Does look like we're going to be early, so I don't need to worry too much about not stopping early or anything like that. I can slow down and go in reasonably slowly because we are early anyway. We're 1 mile out now, green signal, but we just need to try and make sure that we fit all these cars on the platform. So that green area, we need to stop within that so that all the passenger cars are within that green area. That's the principle. So one assumes that these houses are the outskirts of Falkirk now. And according to our ETA, we're going to be a little bit over a minute early, I think. We'll live with that, that's fine. We're half a mile out now. I'm just going to apply the brakes gently at that point and just let us slow down. As I say, I think we've got to go to the far end of the platform because that's the only way we're going to get all the cars on the platform. I don't think the platforms are that long. The train isn't massively long, but there was a specific warning about making sure you get everything in the platform, so clearly that's one of the challenges of the scenario, so see what we can do. So a little bit of brake again. Got a green signal, so nothing to worry about with that. So we're going to be about a minute early by the look of things. Hi guys, you getting on my train? So you might be. We'll see. So you can see the red engine on the scrolling display and then the 5 green passenger cars. Don't mind if the engine goes further than the front of the platform, but it's the 5 passenger cars you need alongside the platform so that obviously people can get on and off. So that should do it. Open the doors, see what's going on. I can only assume that back one is in. It looks like here it is on here, so I assume all is well. See if it tells us that we passed the station stop, or if we failed it. If we failed it, it's because that back car is not in, but it looks like it is to me. So I'm not sure what time we're due to depart here. Let's see if I can see. Depart 10:38 and it's now 10:37 almost, so we've got about a minute to go, so that's not too bad. And then we do The next station at 10:43, depart 10:44. So 5 minutes in each section. So about 45 seconds to go and we'll be on our way. We should hear the guard with his to tell us that we're okay to go. The guard shuts the doors for us, we don't need to shut the doors, that happens automatically once it's time. Okay, train ready to proceed to Polmont. There we go, he's saying get on the way, so off we go. So, green signal. Looks like we're coming into a 95 limit. Not sufficiently different to 100 to make any real difference to us. And you see I went to 70% acceleration initially and then up to 100 just in case the lines are a bit damp and we get wheel slip if you try and go straight to 100. So we're only 3 miles from Polmont, so it's not going to take us very long, certainly. And the ETA seems to suggest that we are going to be a minute and a half early already, and I don't see how I can possibly know that yet, but there you go. You'd have thought the ETA would be on time when you just left the previous station, but he says 100-mile-an-hour limit coming up again, so we don't need to worry about slowing down or anything. So let's just continue on. There's no incline or opposite because you see there it says 0, 0, so that means we are on a nice flat land. We're not going downhill, we're not going uphill. No incline, no decline, so we will just carry on like that. I was going to have a look see if I could see any of the lovely scenery, but they don't got grass banks in the way, so you can't see a lot. A few houses there. But you can't see much along there, unfortunately. You can see some of the beautiful trees and everything that we get in Scotland. Is there a forest around Falkirk? Falkirk Forest? I don't know. Could be. Often amazes me how you come out of these cities and in 5 minutes you're into beautiful countryside. So there's a 90-mile-an-hour limit coming up, and then Polmont platform. So still scheduled to be about a minute early. So no real need to rush. So I think I'm just going to let it coast now. Get it onto 0. Oh, there we go. So we'll just let it coast and then I will apply the brakes shortly because we're doing 70 odd miles an hour and we need to be slowing down for this station. So we're going to be about a minute early, so again slowing down early will not be too much of a problem because we've got a bit of time in hand. Again, try and aim for the far end of the station. Make sure all those cars are within the green area. That's the idea. That was quite a short section between Falkirk and Polmont. Anybody out there knows the area and wants to tell us anything about it, please comment. Always nice to hear from people who know the area better than I. So into a 90-mile-an-hour limit, but that's of no interest to us. We're going to be coming to a halt very soon. Currently about 45 seconds early. Here's the platform. Reasonably long platform. I don't think we'll have too much trouble getting our 5 passenger cars in here. Doesn't look like there's anybody around much wants to get on our train, so there may of course be some people getting off, but it doesn't look like there's going to be anybody getting on. It looks pretty quiet. Polmont may be a very small station, of course, in terms of passenger numbers or anything. Okay, so let's open the doors, have a look. There's a couple of people getting off, or a few people getting off down the train, but can't really see anybody getting on. So let's have a little look around. There's a few houses about on the right hand side. Looks very pretty, rural area. So next station is arrived 10:51, so a 7-minute run. Not going to be that bad in Lithgow, and depart at 10:52. So we leave here at 10:44, and we're supposed to be at the next station at 10:51. So keep your ears open. You probably hear the doors closing and then from the guard saying, "Okay, mate, let's go." Once the guard indicates that, then obviously we're fine to go. There's the doors closing. There we go. That's the guard saying, "Okay, off we go." So I reckon he's getting us going 30 seconds early, but obviously knows there's nobody else about who's going to want to get on the train, so let's just get out of the station a bit, and then we'll go up to 100% on the acceleration. Don't think we're going to suffer wheel slip now, so let's go for that. You see what I mean by the beautiful Scottish countryside. Hey, there's birds in the sky just then. More cows in the field there. Got here more cows. More cows by the way. A munch on the grass. So we're 4 miles, just 4.25 miles from Lithgow. Going to be there at the moment. Our ETA is 10:50 and a little bit, and we're supposed to be there 10:51 and 15 seconds, so about a minute early at the moment. That's the ETA. I think by the time we get there, actually, it'll be less than that. Obviously we've got to get up to speed. We're only approaching 60 now. I think it makes sense actually you're going to be doing 90 and then 100 to the speed limits. 100 speed limit now, I'm still only just going past 60. It is uphill by the look of it, gently, but it doesn't look like it's slightly uphill. And now it looks like it could potentially be slightly downhill. The speed does seem to be increasing quite quickly, so I think we've just gone on to a downslope, coming towards 90 speed limit again, so I'm going to try and make sure I don't exceed 90. So far we've mostly seen lots of trees. That seems to be the scenery we're going to see. I haven't seen any really panoramic views or anything like that. There are plenty of those in Scotland, especially if you head up towards the Highlands. So it looks like we've got a signal here that's not green. So we're just accelerating for a minute and see what we've got here. You can see we've got a double yellow by the look of it. We'll acknowledge that. So the next one could well be yellow, and the one after that could be red. So I think it might be prudent to start slowing down a little bit. So we're going across this bridge. Is that single yellow? Yes, it is. So the next signal could well be red. So let's get some brakes on. It's starting to rain again. So this signal is going to be just before Glasgow platform anyway. So we would have been needing to slow down. And with a bit of luck, the signal will have changed off red by the time we get there. That's what I'm hoping. And if that's the case, then we can roll straight into Glasgow. Still scheduled to be early by a good, minute and a half, so nothing too much to worry about. You can just move your view around like that. You just hold down the right mouse button and move the mouse, and you can round and have a look, and zoom in with the mouse wheel. So that's it. Okay, so signal is green, so that's the result. So straight into Glasgow it is. So I don't know what you think of this scenario, guys. Always happy to hear comments as to which ones you like the look of and would like to see more of. It's quite a nice one. I think the scenery and everything, the way they've done it is really good in Train Simulator. The disappointing thing is the fact that there seem to be very few models of passenger, and you get the same passenger over and over again, and they don't dress for the weather, so it's tipping it down outside and they're still standing there in short sleeves. Even in snow, you get the guys still in their t-shirts and that. This young lady's got a short skirt on and it's raining. You thought she might have had a coat on or an umbrella at the very least. But there you go. So I think that's something they could work on. But the scenery, I think, is really, really good, I have to say. And the station signs are pretty, seem like they'd be pretty accurate to me. So our cars all seem to be within the platform. So we'll open the doors. Anybody getting on? Yes, that lady just got on. See, as they approach the train and then suddenly disappear. They don't actually get onto the train. They sort of despawn somewhere near the train, and they sometimes despawn straight into walls or spawn out of walls and stuff like that. So we could do with sorting some of that out. You see what I mean by the few models? Look at those two. They are the same person, basically. Twin sisters. A couple of different ones out. I've never seen that lady. I'm not sure I've seen her before. There seems to be a lot of ladies on this platform and no fellas. Not that I'm complaining about that, but none of them are really wearing coats or carrying umbrellas. I don't know how warm it is out there, but I mean, it's not raining hard, but at the same time I thought they might at least have an umbrella or something. So we're in a 100-mile-an-hour limit, and no reason to assume we're not going to be. So we're leaving here at 10:52 and 11:07 the next one. Haymarket, that's Edinburgh. So basically I think there'll be Edinburgh Haymarket and then Edinburgh Waverley, which are two stations very close to each other. So at the moment we're 16 miles away. So let's see if we can speed up a bit. We seem to be doing okay on the score, 632. I did lose a few points for ticking over the speed limit, but I think it was only about 8, so might just achieve a gold medal. Possibly silver. Let's not be too optimistic. I mean, silver on something that's 3 yellow blocks difficulty. The first time I've driven it is not bad, I would say. Got a freight train waiting here to let us by. Thank you for that. I really don't want to be following a slow freight train all the way up the line. So, green signal. So he'll be sitting being held by a red signal on that line, I imagine. Yes, there it is. And once we clear this block, if there's nothing else coming through behind us, he'll be able to get on his way. Don't know what he was carrying, but there seemed to be quite a lot of it. So, let's just have a little look around. Oh, now that's pretty. Very nice. See the hills in the background. Before we were driving sort of through Cambridgeshire down to London and stuff like that, where it's generally pretty flat. Up into Scotland you get a lot more hills and even mountains. Up in the Scottish Highlands. Six Nations rugby is on at the moment, and England beat Scotland at Murrayfield last week, I believe. I think England are away in Italy tomorrow. I did read somewhere that England are apparently favourites to win the Six Nations, and I can't believe that. It doesn't seem right. I thought Wales or Ireland would be favourites, but what do I know? Not a lot, obviously. So Six Nations is basically the 4 home nations: Ireland, Wales, Scotland, England, along with Italy and France. Used to be just the 5, then Italy was added. Italians aren't exactly known for their rugby prowess. I think they might have beaten the French last year. Not sure. I think Italy might have beaten France. It'd be quite an achievement for Italy, really. Down the bottom of the table. Unfortunately, Scotland recently have been sorted down the bottom as well. Ireland have won the last couple of years, I think, won the Six Nations. I'm not sure they'll win this year. My sort of feelings would be more Wales. If I was a betting man, I'm not, but if I was, I'd probably have a few bob on Wales, I think. Right, so we're coming to an 80-mile-an-hour limit, so I'm going to stop talking about rugby and start concentrating on speed limits. Might be a good idea. So, the ETA suggests we are going to be early, but not by very much. So we've got an 80, then a 90 coming up. We're 12 minutes away. Let's see if I can get away with sort of doing 80.8 or something like that to make sure we don't lose too much time. It does appear that we're going to be near enough on time. Or did I know, maybe we're over a minute early actually. Oh well. We'll be fine. If I'm not much mistaken, I think we've got this Haymarket coming up, and then a very short run to Waverley, and that's it. So that will be the end of our scenario. Things have gone very quickly. It's supposed to be 54 minutes. Interestingly, the other 3 on this route are all 55 minutes, and this one's 54. So why this is a minute quicker, I'm really not sure, but there you go. So so we can accelerate up past 80 again for a minute, going into a 90 there. So once the back of the train is through, there we go, in 90, so we'll hello there, on its way the other way. I feel like I want to sort of blast the horn and say hello, but then I did see something about you can get improper use of the horn penalties. Really seem very nice. You know, blast your horn, just say hello to a driver coming the other way doesn't seem unreasonable, but there you go. So, green light coming up, good news. Yep, there's the tone, green light. Still looks like we're going to be a minute and a half early, something like that. Visible there. Pretty bridge. Let's have a quick look outside. Ah, now this is more like Scottish scenery. This is nice. Road there. Look at the hills in the background. Absolutely beautiful area. Oh, and I like this bridge, look, oh, that's nice, that's effective, that's really good, I like that. I'm going to watch that for a few seconds. Speed's okay, it's going down slightly, really right. Oh, that's nice, I like that elevated track. Very nice. A bit of an industrial area we're coming by now, but I do like that bit of elevated track, that was nice. Okay, so let's have a look at what we're doing. We just got a ping for a green signal again, so there's been nothing going on that's needed my attention particularly. We're now at 100 mph limit, so I'll accelerate up again and try and take advantage of that. We're 7 miles, 7.25 miles outside Haymarket now. I was quite impressed with that elevated track around that bend, that was really quite cool. I think the scenery and the way the tracks have been modelled and everything really is very, very good. Another green signal. So I was looking online at different scenarios, and one of them, I think it was Scotland, there's one in Scotland 1960s or something, before the beaching axe fell. For anybody who doesn't know, beaching was around in the 60s, and I'm not sure if he was a politician who was employed by the government to do it, but basically he shut down Lord knows how many lines across the country. Lots of rail lines that really weren't making any money, and that was it. They all got closed very quickly, which was a shame. We lost a lot of rural train lines, which might not seem too much of a blow, but if you live out in the country somewhere and you've now got to go all the way into the city to get to a train to go somewhere, that's not great. So yeah, beaching was the man who was responsible for shutting down lots of railway lines across the UK. I'm not sure if he was an MP or just employed by the government to review railway lines, but a lot got closed, let's put it that way. So, 4.25 miles outside Haymarket, so we're getting there. And then, as I say, I think it's a very short journey from Edinburgh Haymarket to Edinburgh Waverley, but I may be wrong. I've got a vague feeling that's right. We're doing like 94 miles an hour, there's a 100 limit, but we're coming towards the 90 again, and we're heading to be early, so just let it coast and make sure we're prepared for this lower speed limit. Remember, lower speed limits take effect as soon as the front of the train hits where the limit is, whereas higher speed limits you have to wait for the back of the train to get through, so that's an additional safety feature really. So 2.75 miles, this could well be the outskirts of Edinburgh, I guess. As I say, it is the capital of Scotland. Glasgow is probably more famous in terms of football. Glasgow Rangers and Glasgow Celtic. Rangers have had a particularly hard time. They nearly went bankrupt, I think, and got relegated a couple of divisions for financial issues. But they're sort of trying to fight their way back now, I think. It's raining now, let's turn that off. That seems alright, I don't think we need the wipers on now. Doesn't mean it won't start raining again any second. On the subject of football, I suspect that could be a football stadium. To our left, looks a bit like one. Don't know who that would be. Edinburgh, Hearts, Edinburgh. Edinburgh Midlothian, could be. Team of Heart Midlothian, so it could be. Not sure, but looks like we're coming past some maintenance depot there. It looks a bit like. A bit like Downs Green on the way into London. So I think we're still going to be early. We're heading for Haymarket platform 3. I don't think we'll have to worry too much about length of platform here, because I think it's quite a long platform. Looks it, according to the map. So we're definitely sort of in the city of Edinburgh now. You can see a lot more built up, lots of houses and industrial premises to the left by the look of it. So looks like we're getting into the city now. Start applying the brakes a little bit. Train going the opposite way. Is the train sitting? Is he in the station, or is he waiting for us? He's possibly waiting for a signal to change across onto the line that we were on. It's quite a long train, longer than enough, I think. So let's just... Okay, the next signal isn't green. No, indeed it's not. It's yellow by the look of it. Or two yellows, double yellow. So there we go. Plenty of room on the platform, so... Did you just get off, mate, or are you getting on? I don't know what he's doing. Where are you headed? Well, look, he's disappeared straight into the... Very strange, I don't know quite what's going on there. Are you getting on, or what are you doing? I don't know what he's up to be honest. You'd have thought they could sort of map areas where people can walk and people can't, so that he didn't disappear happily into walls or whatever. You can do it again, look, there he goes. Oh, this bloke walking along here looks like he's got a coat on. So maybe he expected the rain. I haven't seen that character before either, I don't think. He's a bit older, got a beard. I don't think I've seen him before. So maybe there's a few different ones on this route or something. Possible. Let's just have a look around this side. So there doesn't seem to be many people on the platform wanting to get on our train, from what I can see of things. So, I don't know what that guy is doing. He keeps walking through that. He just seems to be going round and round in circles. But there you go. Kind of everything, I guess. So, we'll leave him to his little games, whatever he's doing. And we are supposed to leave here at 11:07. and arrive at 11:12. Oh, leave here 11:08, sorry, and arrive at 11:12. So it's 4 minutes. So as I thought, it's not that far now to the final stop. And it started raining again. Weather can't make its wind up. Is it going to rain or is it going to stop? It really can't decide, it seems. One day when it keeps raining off and on, you wouldn't have thought you'd see young ladies walking along dressed like that, would you? It may not be cold, you might be plenty warm enough, love, but I think you need an umbrella. Okay, successful stop. Proceed to Edinburgh Waverley. There we go, there's the guard saying let's go. Basically he's confirming the doors are shut. Everybody who wanted to get on or off has done so, and we're on our way. So I still think we're about 8 points down from when I ticked over that speed limit, so we potentially could have been on 800, but we're actually on 792. So as long as I don't do anything in the next 4 minutes to get to this next station to lose any points, then could be hopeful of a gold medal here, guys. I could. So at the moment we're going to arrive about 5 seconds early, so we're going to be on time, so we don't need to worry too much about that. We're coming up on a 35-mile-an-hour limit, so let's not really go above 35, I don't think. Good green signal through the tunnel. So we'll get to like 35 bottled and sort of hold it there with a bit of luck. And then there's a 20, so we need to be starting to slow down for that 20. And once we're into that 20-mile-an-hour limit, it's a straightforward into Waverley platform 14. So another green signal, so it doesn't look like we're going to have signal issues getting in there. The next one could well be double yellow, the one after that yellow and the one at the far end of the platform red, which won't worry us. So as long as we're not any worse than double yellow coming down here, we're pretty much home and dry. Well, not in the rain, we're not dry, but you know what I mean. Speeding. Not another 6 points. Could have thrown away my gold medal. Depends how tough it is on the scoring. Worrying too much about weather and not enough about keeping an eye on my speed. Right now we're sort of 19.7 in the 20, so I'm going to leave it happily like that. And let's just hope we're going to be early anyway. So let's just hope we can safely negotiate this. So you can see 14 is lit there, so that's telling us we're okay to go to platform 14. No idea where platform 14 is out of all these platforms, but it looks like it's straight in front of us. So that's fairly convenient, nice and easy, just go straight in front of you. Nice station. Edinburgh Waverley looks very nice. Looks like it's quite an old station, but it's quite nice. Ooh, emergency brake setting. Why are you doing that? Anyway, I don't know why you needed emergency brake there, because we certainly were going to stop quite easily. So that's annoying, because that cost me a few points as well. Door's not going to open? Well, the doors don't seem to have opened, but the clock is moving across, so we'll just sit and see what it says at the end. Get our debrief and see how we've done. Cross fingers for a gold star, but I think I might have blown it right at the end and we'll get a silver. Certainly shouldn't be any less than silver in the thought, because I think we're only down about 20 points at maximum. It's pretty good for a 3 yellow difficulty, I would have thought. Not too upset with that, I've got to say. I don't know why those doors didn't open. That's a bit strange. Well done, that was a successful drive. Okay, what did we get? Let's have a look. Yes, gold medal, gold medal. So we got a gold medal on that one. So that's pretty good. So Edinburgh to Glasgow eastbound express. And we scored 940, so that's good. So that's the first Scottish one done. So I'll see you next time when perhaps we'll do one going the other way. Okay, see you soon. Bye now.